No.
We were talking about GDC.
Good. I like the way you think. So we've talked about favorite sessions. We were talking about networking and parties. Yes, that's where we were. And so, like I said, I went to the narrative group's party on Monday, and I probably would have gone later in the week because like the first night is when everyone gets together, it's crazy packed, and then after that it's just like less people because they're going to the other big parties, so then it's smaller. You can actually make some good networking, and you can have a place to sit, which is nice. Other stuff. So, like, favorite thing in the expo hall. I know we talked a little bit about some of the stuff, but I didn't hear from everyone yet.
Gun-shaped controller.
Gun-shaped
Oh
controller.
yeah, that was really cool. I walked by that.
You what?
Yeah, there
They
was.
had a gun-shaped controller you could actually pick up and shoot at people in the video game.
Ah.
It actually had like a reciprocating thing that made it sort of kind of feel and sound like you were actually shooting.
Did it give a kick as well?
Yeah.
It didn't really kick that much.
But it had
I mean,
some.
But it tried.
That's that's part of, you can't get too realistic, otherwise we'll be making the children violent.
Don't let your kids play the damn
I feel like
game.
you were talking about this in Marla earlier.
Society will be brought down.
Whatever happened to, there was a jacket that you could hook up to your game that gave force feedback in like shooters.
Oh,
Like if you got shot, you would feel it.
I think
I
I did
imagine
hear about
that-
that.
No. It was like more like just a general like tactile feedback rather than like it wasn't.
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I mean, it was,
Just like
you felt it, but it probably didn't hurt.
unless you're a
Well,
pan.
And I guess there could have been like a hardcore mode.
Because it feels like they punched you.
Isn't there some like there was some like weird peripheral that was being on like Kickstarter or something that would like draw some blood?
Oh
every
yeah, it was for like blood donors they had where every
Like-
time you get shot, it takes a bit of blood from you for donation.
Huh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I would do
Sounds
that.
awesome until you get like completely
No.
like filled with bullets and you lose like half the blood.
Well, that would be good if you were playing Counter-Strike.
He punched out all
You
the
wouldn't
blood.
donate that much blood.
Yes, this chair's
You need a
going.
different chair.
Maybe.
All of the chairs in here lean back really quickly,
No, not at all.
or not at all. That's why it's so mysterious.
The IGF pavilion was really, really awesome.
Mm.
I actually helped set it up on Wednesday, and all the people working there were really cool. No, the games were really cool.
Did you have a favorite shift that you covered?
It would have to be either the IGF pavilion or the mild rumpus.
Mm,
So mild rumpus was just like a cool
like
dev hangout spot for everyone. I talked to a lot of people there.
That's good.
Chris, did you have a favorite shift?
Not this year. I got a lot of like sessions and office work this year. Last year I worked the award show though, which was
Oh, nice.
super solid. Especially I kind of split the time between like, being regular like in the audience, trying to like seat people or whatever, but like was checked people who were winning awards, which was really rad because I mean, running into like so many people that
I bet.
you know their names already. It's pretty cool. It was a good one. Not too much this year though. It was all office work.
I had one of those.
That's probably better than being the CA who had to clean up some vomit at the IGF award this time around.
Oh yeah.
We had some who got very sick next to us, and I do not envy the CA who cleaned that up.
I
So
don't think
it's not all
they handle
glamorous.
it, at least.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
They didn't make sure we didn't try
Yeah.
to walk that way.
we legally couldn't help clean that up.
Yeah. They had to stand by it.
That wouldn't have been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a CA helped a guy who had a seizure in a talk actually.
Oh,
Some guy just had like a normal standard seizure.
happens.
Normal and standard seizure are not things that I like putting together in the same sentence.
I mean,
but
there's the
some
ones
people
that
have
people
them
are used to
regularly.
There's the normal like
People with
People-
epilepsy.
yeah, and then there's the like
This
free-
has never happened before. What's happening to me?
crazy situation.
Yeah. I don't know. I would say, for the most part, I really enjoyed the writers stuff. And then the party afterwards was cool. And like as far as planning for GDC, I mean, we all made it there on time, which was nice. We had a little bit of
Sort of.
weather
Yeah, I
problem.
guess that depends on if you count.
You got there
When
before
kids are doing
GDC
anything.
started.
Yeah, that's
That's
a win.
true.
Barely.
You guys actually got there perfect timing because I didn't have a key to get in
No.
to the hotel.
Yeah.
You guys are there at midnight.
I like the hotel. It's pretty nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
The guy that worked there, that we.
The thing is, all the people that look there were nice.
For the most part, it was really cool. San Francisco's pretty cool as far as cities go. Not one of my favorites, but
I like waking up to hear people out on the street like, yelling at each other.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
different from
There's a lot of yelling in the
a
morning.
lot of, yes.
It's
Did
different.
you
At
guys-
one point, I think a guy was
I
singing,
get it,
but
you guys didn't stay in the financial district.
No, we were.
we were in the Tenderloin just a little bit.
What was?
Did you guys
We
run into
were-
the guy who was screaming conservative propaganda in bad English outside
No.
the entrance to the west?
We were
West
Building.
on like
Oh, yeah.
Eddy Street, and
I know we were right next to like Powell Street BART exit.
yeah, that was our closest station. It was like a block or so. It wasn't bad.
You guys were probably pretty close to the conference center then.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Yep. It was like a 5-minute walk.
Nice.
It was only 5 minutes for
5
you
to
guys?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
Which was
for
nice.
the most part, I mean, as far as being in the Tenderloin, we were really just on the edge. So for the most part, we could hit a good area of town pretty quickly.
I still can't tell you what streets we were on, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never learned that.
Yeah. I know we were on Eddy Street, and that's about it. Which, as far as streets go, doesn't have the greatest of reputations, but it was okay. I'd say for the money, it was a good price and relatively safe.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
those are always good.
Relatively.
Relatively safe is pretty good.
Better than non-safe.
Yeah, nobody got mugged. Nobody died.
Well,
What?
Well.
What?
no, I didn't get mugged, but Kevin, AJ, Tyler, and I saw somebody get mugged right across from the hotel.
Oh,
2 guys ran around the corner carrying something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a group of people ran after them.
Oh.
Don't tell me about that.
Yep, that happened.
That
Dang.
sucks.
That was the main reason why I took a taxi to the
Oh.
Bart's not bad though.
No, the BART was pretty
Bar's pretty
reasonable.
good,
But you gotta
it
get
was
there
like
first.
4 a.m.
Oh, okay,
So-
that's
Yeah.
reasonable.
That was not.
Gotcha. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mason Street, yeah. So, I mean, it was a good area as far as the money goes, And we had a big group, so
Yeah, that
for the
was really
most
nice.
part, we walked together.
Yeah.
And
Definitely having always someone to walk with was nice.
yeah, I would say it's kind of important.
Very
And-
important.
Yeah. And then, like, I don't know, did anyone have like a favorite place they ended up eating? Because it's kind of pricey as far as places go compared to where we're from. We did go to a different place.
I really like the Mediterranean place across the street from the West Building.
Oh yeah, I ate there once.
There's a noodles over there too.
Yeah.
That was pretty standard noodles pricing. And then there's a Hardee's right down from the
Yeah,
hotel.
those are things we can eat.
Yeah.
That's boring. Those are
Yeah.
things we can eat.
But
Like
if we're looking for something affordable,
Super Duper was pretty good.
Super
Yeah.
Duper was pretty awesome.
I
Yeah,
didn't
it
try
was.
that.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
try
wouldn't
that.
say it was a
And then we
amazing or
went
anything, but it was pretty good.
to
Yeah.
Sandwich Board, and I think for the money, you got a really big sandwich.
It's
So
kind of
if you
insane, those
if you
sandwiches.
split it with someone, it would be really affordable.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Split bread was really disappointing.
Was it?
Yeah, that was.
And you pretty much had to stay out of the food court. It was packed when I went in there. I didn't end up
There's a
eating
food
there.
Yeah, I
There's
don't
a
know.
food
I
in the
walked through it
Metreon,
once.
If you went to the right instead of to the left where we were at to get tickets for the
Oh, okay.
Was it the convention?
in the
It was right
Metreon,
across from
where the Target was.
Yeah.
The movie theater.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will say it's really convenient having the Target right there.
That was nice.
Because if you forgot anything or if you wanted to pick up snacks.
You could go over there and pick up a couple bottles of Dasani. I was happy. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah. That's probably the best place to go rather than getting something in the convention center.
Good
if you need
Lord.
something quick.
It was absurd. $4 for a bottle of water.
Yeah.
There's a Starbucks right down the street too, and I was like, yeah. Give me that.
There were two Starbucks next to each other. I didn't understand that.
One was like a partial Starbucks. kind of
Yeah,
like
there's a
the other
Starbucks
one
in the Target, and then
Still.
there's a Starbucks across the street from the Target.
Yeah, well, the Starbucks in the Target isn't technically a Starbucks.
They're a
It's
place
their-
that serves
serve
Starbucks products.
Yes.
Kind of like
Indeed.
our bookstores.
Yeah,
This is
Starbucks.
retarded.
It might be so that they can handle the amount of people that come through though.
Yeah.
They were both packed, like, so
'Cause-
we can't really say
yeah.
it's a bad business situation.
My experience when I went to SIGGRAPH, there was a Starbucks right across from that convention center in Vancouver. And you could not go to that in the mornings because all of the conference people were there. So, and I would say there was more food nearby the San Francisco Convention Center than there was when I was in Vancouver. So that was nice. You could walk pretty much any direction and find 5 different places you might want to eat. So that's nice. Although you did pay more, but
Plenty of sushi places.
Chris, being a GDC veteran, do you have any food suggestions or places that you like to eat when you're there?
Same thing I do every year, man. I have to pay my way,
Uh-huh.
and I work minimum wage when I'm actually working. So hotel food and whatever the conference provides for the CAs, dude.
Gotcha. Feel you.
One of the dudes I stayed with, he's super frugal, and I'm kind of frugal, but he makes me look like a big spender. And he ended up spending through the whole week a total of like $18.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
Outside of the hotel, it was literally just like the 2 or 3 times you went out for dinner. But other than that, it was the hostel food that they served, and it was like decent food too. It was like good breakfast, and whatever like the conference provided to the CAs for lunch or whatever. So be frugal. That's how I've always done it because my credit card can't take the brunt of it all the time. I don't know, I've never really gone out too much to eat there. The sushi places are pretty sweet. And there's like a beercade like up on Geary somewhere. It's pretty rad for lots of free drinks. Throwing that out. But you can't subsist on alcohol, so don't do that either. Do as I say, not as I do.
I think we're gonna have.
yeah, I think we're gonna wrap things up. If anyone's got any last minute thoughts that they want to share,
Try to be a CA.
try to be a CA
Really hard.
or
'Cause it's totally
you know,
worth it.
see if you can find a scholarship, make lots of friends. Yeah. Go to make friends and not just job connections. I would definitely, I
Good
would
job.
echo that.
One of the things that I feel like, because I ran into a lot of people that are at my former college, this year, and one of the things I always like to repeat to people who are just kind of getting into it is, take a look around at what you got. A lot of people are like waiting for the industry job, and it's pretty important to kind of think of yourself as industry. You guys are all like part of the industry here. You don't have to wait for someone to come and throw you a job. I believe her name was Tiffany over there. Mentioned like get an LLC going or something. Start your own thing. I'm sure between the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you in that room that I'm looking at, you have a sound guy in Cody for sure. I'm sure you have an artist. I'm sure you have a designer. I'm sure you have a programmer. Do it. What are you waiting for? That's kind of how all the coolest stuff starts. You don't have to wait for Wizard to come and hang out with you. I mean, do it. I mean, apply, but don't spend your time waiting when you could be doing. That's my big takeaway, I guess.
Yeah, I would, and I think it was really cool to go with a bunch of people. I hope we do it again in the future. But
I hope you mean we are.
we are doing it in the future. Like, we will be doing this again. We're gonna
Next year.
streamline our process on, organizing everyone. But part of me wonders if the conference experience is different if you don't have a bunch of people that you always go to lunch with, and instead you find people to go to lunch with and things like that. But
fair enough. I only ate
BSCA,
lunch with you guys once.
Yeah.
I try to make sure to do it once, but then
it is tough.
yeah.
And I definitely think we did better as the week got on of like, you just grab people and go because
Yeah,
you're
that's what
hungry
you
and
have
then you
to
got to
do.
get to that next session.
Figure out around who else wants to eat, and then go.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go get something to eat.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it was like, okay, I'm hungry. And then I just would like text, I'm gonna go get food, who's coming with me? And then if nobody like messaged me back, I was like, all right, well, I'm at this place, I'll be here for however long.
Yeah.
Show up if you want.
Yeah.
It's all about just talking to people.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to next year. I want to do some sort of game jam or something soon, and put something in for the IGF. And I want to do train jam, and it's gonna be great. I think that this first time was really awesome, and it's just gonna keep getting more amazing. The more people that you know and recognize every year, and
Would you say that's true, Chris?
Absolutely, 100%. My first year that I went, I didn't know anybody, and this year, which is, like I've said, I've been going a few years now. The people who go to those same sessions every year, I go to the boot camp every year. This year, interesting story time. Lost Lab on Twitter is the technical sound designer for PopCap, Plants vs. Zombies, and all those other games. 2 years ago, I started writing a bunch of tutorials on Fmod and Wise on my own little WordPress site, whatever. And this dude on Twitter, this guy Lost Lab, just kept like retweeting him, and it turned out he was the guy from PopCap. I ran into him at GDC, not knowing he was that guy on Twitter, and it turned out that he had been sharking me out to a bunch of these like companies and like forwarding not my resume, not my name, but my fucking Twitter handle. Like, go check him out, and that's it's a really small industry, and don't worry about it if it doesn't come up the first time or the second time. You keep going with the intent of finding people to work with, and eventually you'll have somebody to work with, which is sweet, because it's nice not having to like go to work every single day. Freelance. Make games, guys. Just make shit. It's easy. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like really not good at ending stories.
that's no. I want to thank you for joining us. It's been awesome to have some outside people.
I'm
you're
actually hang out next time.
Yeah, you're welcome to come hang out at any of these. We try to do them every week, although we've got spring break next week. And then I just kind of want to thank you guys for sticking through this. It's like the 5th time we've done this, and it's getting better every time. So I'm gonna say peace.
See ya.
Nice. Later, guys.
And